Hi, my name is Lior Scaler, Ambassador with Global Wealth Trade.
And my name is Renee Liel, Ambassador with Global Wealth Trade.
And today we're going to train you on the team strategy, which is how you can create massive momentum within your team when you first get started in the business.
Absolutely. So looking here, when you first get started, you're going to have your left side and the right side, and the person who joined before you could be Jane and Bob. Now, the purpose of the team strategy is to build your team very quickly. And what we were taught was that the very first three people you introduce, which is going to be A, B, and C, you want to place them together and create momentum. So A will go on the right-hand side, B will go under A, and C will then go below under B. Now, when you do this, B feels good because now he has one person below them. A feels even better because now A has B and C both below A as well too. And the next step after you create momentum is now to, of course, sustain the momentum at the point in time. What do you do, Lior?
Well, now to sustain the momentum, now you want to teach A, B, and C to do the same thing. And so A is going to introduce A1, A2, and A3. So A is going to put their first three people under the right team. And then B is going to do the same thing with B1, B2, and B3. And then C is going to do the same thing. And that's going to sustain the momentum to create automatic growth, okay? Once you've created the automatic growth, so you've created the momentum, you sustained it, now you advance the momentum by keeping the duplication going, all right? Now what that's going to do is that's going to create massive volume.
Absolutely, because you're getting paid again from the very first person, which is A, all the way down to infinity. So on the right-hand side here, what's going to happen here is all that volume is gushing up, and you could easily have yourself a $30,000 volume on the right-hand side. However, on the left-hand side, there's no one there so far, so your current volume is going to be $0, okay? Now, the beautiful part about this team strategy is that, again, you never lose any of the volume that comes up from the right-hand side. It just waits there for you until you want to cash it out. So, Lior, what's the next step here?
Well, the next step here is now that you have all this massive volume on the right, now you need to create massive volume on the left. And so the strategy that you use is the same strategy that you used on the right-hand side. And so you want to create the momentum in that team by sponsoring a few people. So in this case, it's going to be D, E, and F. Now what you're going to do is you're going to teach D and F to duplicate and to do exactly what you just did. And so you're going to go from creating momentum to sustaining momentum. And so D is going to sponsor D1, D2, and D3. And then E is going to sponsor E1, E2, and E3. And F is going to do the same thing, which is going to advance the momentum.
And to show with you exactly how much you're going to make now by adopting this team strategy is that when D joined, of course, as a diamond, we all know that D will give you 1,800 points. So on the right side, you have 30,000 points. On the left side, you have 1,800 points. And again, the 5,000 points the system will find on a weekly basis, it will take a third of that, which is 16667 on the smaller side, being the left side. It will take 3333 on the bigger side, which is the right side. That total is going to be 5,000 points. It pays you up to
$500.
Of course, we also have some carryover volume now, but my point here is that just by doing that, you've now earned $500 in team commissions, plus a wholesale profit when you introduce person in D, which is $50, for a grand total of
$550. So now, what is going to happen with the second person that you've introduced, which is E? Well, the same thing is going to happen because the same volume is going to be created. So now just for sponsoring two people in your organization, you've made an additional $550. So that's $1,100 for sponsoring two people into your organization on your left team because of the momentum that you've created and the volume that you've created on your right team.
Absolutely. And of course, to finish it off here, with person F who just joined your team, again as a diamond member at 1,800 points, you then got yourself another 1,800 points, same thing happened again, and long story short, you now got an additional $500 team commission plus a wholesale profit of $50 for another $550 total profits for that week. Now, Lior, I mean, on three people, you just made 550 times three.
Right.
Well, let's see what can happen over the long run here. What's going to happen in the long run here?
Well, in the long run, it's just going to continue to duplicate. So as I mentioned, D, E, and F are now going to do exactly what you did. That's going to create D1, D2, D3. That's going to create E1, E2, E3. And F1, F2, F3, and then they're going to create and duplicate the exact same thing with their team, and they're going to advance the momentum in the team, and that's going to start growing down to infinity. So now what happens is you have your right side that's growing down to infinity, you have your left side that's growing down to infinity. That's the holy grail of our profession, which is called automatic growth. When you have automatic growth, you have automatic passive residual income coming in week after week after week, loaded onto your GWT Visa card, and now you can enjoy the promise of this industry.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is amazing team strategy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.